What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Cho, Corey Ryan Forster here, WellREDComedy.com, WellRED Comedy.com. That is where you can find tickets to the remaining shows in our 2019 tour. Not a lot left. We're going to be next week in Charlotte, North Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. Then we got Denver, Colorado. And then we are capping off 2019 with our very special Christmas shows at the best damn comedy club in the world, Zany's in Nashville, December 19th through the 22nd. These shows always sell out. There's always some special guests and some hubbub around. It's great. You should come. Get your tickets now at WellREDComedy.com. Also, this portion of the podcast is always brought to you by Smoky Boys Grilling, who placed second runner-up at Eggtoberfest out of over 500 some bitches. Congrats to Smoky Boys. Go to SmokyBoys.com to get all the rubs for all you meats. Also, CarveVodka.com. Go check out CarveVodka.com and see what all the fuss is about Jacksonville's first and only craft vodka distillery, now doing whiskey. Live Oak, not Live Oak. That ain't a real thing. Live Oak whiskeys. Go check them out, carvevodka.com, and carve your own path. Also, if you're not watching our podcast, it is in video form now on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/WellREDComedy. If you would subscribe, that would be tremendous. We're putting up not only full new episodes, but we're also taking old clips. And we've got our buddy John Trotter at Paint Monkey Art on Twitter and the Instagram doing some cool graphics for us on some old well-read classics. For instance, if you're listening to this on today, Wednesday, oh, son of a bitch, what day is it? Does this computer not have? If you're listening to this on Wednesday, October 16th, one just dropped last night. It was the classic Bob Seger versus Foreigner argument where Bob Seger don't hit for Drew. So you can check that out on our YouTube page. Subscribe. Also, download and subscribe to this podcast if you're not subscribed. Tell your friends. And also, if you don't mind, go leave us a 5-star review if you think we are worthy of it, because it really helps push us up in the rankings. And that means that we will get more downloads and maybe, get more sponsors and stuff. And then, I don't know, do cooler shit. Might hit. Anyways, this podcast was filmed and recorded and audio and video and all that good stuff in Phoenix, Arizona, where we did shows at Stand Up Live for all the Phoenicians last weekend. And we talked about a lot of shit, and it was a lot of fun. So check it out. Tell your friends. Love you. Bye.
They're the liberal rednecks. They like cornbread and butt sex. They care way too much but don't give a fuck. They're the liberal rednecks that makes some people upset, but they got 3 big old dicks that you can suck.
Ooh, appropriate.
Woo!
Oh, no.
You kissed my fart.
I did kiss your fart.
You kissed my fart.
Damn.
Excuse me while I kiss this fart. Give me one tray.
That didn't hit.
No, that didn't hit.
I didn't
one more.
smell it, but I believe you. You want me to fart again?
I mean, yeah, that would actually hit. It can't be any worse than it is right now.
I really don't smell it. I mean, and I usually do.
Yeah, but don't you...
Oh, there it is. Ooh, that ain't good.
Do you know the science behind why...
Fart stinking?
No, I get all that, but why yours hit for you?
It's not endorphins. What's the things that...
Pheromones?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Because
I should say I
how
learned
does
that at a one-man show put on by Sean, what's his name from New
Moss?
Orleans?
Patton?
Oh, nice.
So I don't know. If it's
Because
real.
I know...
I wouldn't say that my farts hit for me.
They don't
I
bother you
wouldn't
as
say
much as they
don't.
do-
Of course not, yeah.
Well, that's in this, what I'm posing, that's what I mean by it. Yours don't hurt your feelings as much as Drew's do.
This reminds me of a funny and very racist Sarah Silverman joke where she was like talking about offending people and how she doesn't mean to or whatever, but she was like, this one joke where I talked about Mexicans stinking, and after my show, this young Mexican girl came up to me and was like, I'm Mexican and I don't stink, and I just had to tell her, I was like, oh, honey, you can't smell yourself.
But like, so
Sean Patton claims, and he had this one-man show that he took to the Fringe Festival, and it was about Hurricane Katrina. His mom was a nurse, and they couldn't get a hold of her for a long time, and his dad, who's like the strongest person he knew and always a good time. It sounds like a real Cho, Cheaux.
yeah, that's what they mean.
And his dad has this thing that they've done, and this was a running through line through his one-man show. His dad he would fart, and then he would go, ow, ow, ow! And if you were one of his kids, you were supposed to do it back. And if you farted, do the ow, ow, ooh.
Yeah.
And if you could fart, that's a double hit, yeah. And it was like their calling card. And
I've got a new thing.
Yeah. According to Sean, your body, and I know this part is true, you do have pheromones in that general area, and when you fart, some of them come out, and that's how he claimed that back before we was civilized, that was one way to keep your tribe together.
That was okay. That's interesting. I've never heard that part, but I've also read, and we may have talked about this, we may have not, and this doesn't necessarily pertain to like it hitting for you, because sometimes I'll fart one, I'm like, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, it smells like baked beans.
But like, so what I heard was your body, and this is all like this is all subconscious shit. Like you're not actually knowing that you're doing this, but it happens this way. Like this happens to me a lot. Me and my sister discovered this when we were probably like, I'd say I was 8 and she was 6. She came up with it. She was like, it's called a "you finna be sick" fart.
You could smell you were sick?
Yes, and so recently I've looked that up, and like apparently your body, when you fart and you smell it, why you're so kind of obsessed with like wanting to smell it at first, is that it's an unconscious thing of like we can tell, our body can tell a lot about us from how our fart smells. And like I'll know I'm about to get sick if my fart smells a certain way. I'm like, ooh, here it come. You know, like that's a thing.
I'm sitting here trying to imagine the person you had in your head that needed the caveat that all this was subconscious.
Yeah, right.
Well, we had a fan out there who was so people just be doing this, writing it down?
Well, what I'm saying is like it's not like you're sitting there farting and going, and then like going, notes of, fucking E. coli or whatever. Like your body just
be doing that.
Yeah, but like your body just knows what to do with that information.
What does it do with it?
I don't know.
Eats more like, I need to eat grapes.
I guess.
I have farted and craved grapes before.
Yeah, so I'm saying like you fart and you're like, oh, that didn't hit. I better go have a salad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
There's something to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna. I obviously can't refute it.
Nice robe, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
I got my Gucci's on.
Yeah, you do.
My bathrobe. So these Gucci slides.
You're hitting real hard for me right now.
It's also cognac. It's not. No, it's something from the mini bar. Rock and
Corey
Rye.
got so excited. Mm-hmm. How is that Rock and Rye? Rye whiskey, it don't hit for me. I'll try.
Don't not hit. Anyway, these
There's
Gucci
only
slides.
like one type I like, and I can't remember what it is.
This what happened.
It tastes like a
Whistle Pig. That's right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Don't they have regular Whistle Pig bourbon? That's not
Maybe.
rye.
The one we had was rye, and it was great.
The one that Al Gore provided to us.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my man's-
and I'll be honest with you.
Smashed like 2 frat boys on my back stoop. It was like $300 bottle of like sipping whiskey, and me and Corey went out back and just talked about how much our wives don't hit. Fucking smoking a pack of cigarettes, just passing the bottle back and forth. Like, shit hits.
It did
Thank
hit.
you, Al Gore. It did hit.
You
Thank Al Gore.
preemptively saved me, and I wasn't even really making fun of you. I was just going to okay, so you got the Gucci, the robe, you're talking about $300 liquors, and then before I could even get the story out, I mean, we just smoked cigarettes, talking about how our wives don't hit, and pounded it.
Yeah, let's bury a lot of the pretension.
Yeah, ain't shit changed.
More
And
shit
then chain,
changed,
but
the
my
more
chain.
it stay the same.
I had got, me and Corey bought this identical pair of, are they Jordans?
Yeah, they were
Jordan
Jordans,
slides.
They don't hit for you.
They did hit at first, but they quickly stopped hitting because
Same
they
with
got
me, too.
like gross feeling,
Yeah.
like
Some
goopy.
kind of weird
They were
goopy.
like,
Yeah,
that's how I felt walking in them, and it
and
just
they got
made my-
dirty as fuck.
Yeah, it didn't.
They were white bottoms
anyway,
or whatever.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
They hit,
Yeah,
and
Fair.
fuck it. I got a couple months out of them.
So,
we got them half off anyways.
I was walking the boys to school like last week, and I was about to head out the door, and I put those slides on, and like every time I put them on lately, I was like, these just don't hit for me no more. And I'm like walking out the door, and I was like, Katie, give me some new slides. She was like, what? And I was like, yeah, Gucci's. And I just closed the door.
Just trying to hit.
Yeah, just trying to hit. And 3 days later, a box.
She didn't even tell you that
no,
she did.
3 days later, Gucci slides showed up
Her
at my
ADD
house.
ass forgot.
Dude, it's
too.
like...
She was also like, oh yeah.
I think she went and did it immediately. And
Yeah,
I was telling Corey,
forgot
like,
she had done it.
But let me tell her to run the dishwasher or something like that.
That don't cost $350.
Exactly, but spending money,
That hits.
she own it. Yeah, that's
and
all
her-
you had to say.
You and her are both so Raven in that story because she did what you just said, and that is super Raven. Also, she did exactly what you asked her to when you said it, and you're still bitching about her.
Yeah.
Also, did them really cost $350?
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
They're Gucci slides.
Like Gucci slides.
You're fucking
They're
with
just
me, right?
rubber. Oh,
It's
yeah,
either that.
It's just like fucking.
It's either that or get one haircut, Drew. What would you do? That lasts a whole fucking year.
These are really $350.
Yeah, dude, they're Gucci's.
Lord.
I know, right?
Hey,
Alright,
you'll
everything-
have them forever. They hit.
Yeah, you could have had Pistol Wig.
Pistol wig.
Oh, the Whistle
Look.
Pig whiskey. I thought that was a new
Already
type of-
ripping?
Do you think they're supposed to be like that?
No,
No.
dude, no, hell no. You call them.
Yeah.
No, you can for real. You can call them.
Right. Yeah.
That's the one thing I'll say about
high-end
high-end
shit?
motherfuckers. Yes.
Well, I got them Luke
I hope
Casey
he
boots,
calls
and they're
with
doing the
that
same
accent,
thing.
and they just hang up on him.
They won't though. Like if he's really got some like the high-end shit, the one thing it's like,
I don't
this
think
is
they are
ridiculous.
fucking up though. For the record, I think
cannot
they're
get
just
over
made
it. Those
that
were
way.
literally $350.
It's stupid. It's
Yeah.
dumb, but they hit.
I thought they'd be $100 because
No,
slides
yeah,
are $40,
right.
and I was like, all right, it'll
You
be
can get
more
these
than
exact
double.
ones for $100 in toddler sizes. I almost got Bishop's on 7s. The little kids version of these, they're $100.
No, cause see, look, hold up.
I would not actually do that, of course, but I did. Katie showed me these on the website, and they had the kid sizes.
These-
and they were like 130 or something like that.
These are my slides.
Jesus
These are my
Christ.
slides right here. Now his hit harder, and they don't have the Velcro. They're just the But yeah, these were $60.
Yeah, I mean the Adidas ones are $40.
And functionally exactly the same. And I guarantee you these motherfuckers will last just as long as those. But, and I cannot stress this enough, they are not Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Them's Gucci.
I don't get it.
Dude, I don't either. You heard it. You
I
heard
hear you,
how
and
I
that's how
got.
them fashion people are. Well, you just don't get
You
it.
heard how I got
Right.
these,
That's
right?
just how they do.
Like, I did not seek these out.
Okay,
I offhand
but-
jokingly threw away.
Okay, but
give me some Gucci's.
Okay, but getting back
And
to
then-
what Corey was just
and
alluding
now I got
to
Gucci's.
in the fashion world, I don't get them. If
Me
that was
neither,
if that was
man.
$100,
I don't either.
I would be like, okay, you
Whatever.
like nice things, and these cost more, and you also like to spend money. But
It's
$350,
ridiculous.
I'm like, bruh,
Yeah.
get some boots.
See, that's my
Some
thing.
good boots.
That's my thing, and you know I'm a shoe dude. Like I fucking love shoes. But,
Right.
like, I'll go on and I'll see like this pair of Yeezys, and like I'll see them, and
Well,
they'll
that's the other
fucking
thing.
hit for
Some
me.
of those are rare.
Right.
Everybody that got Gucci got them.
That's true, but like, and some of them do that shit on purpose. But like, I'll see a pair of Yeezys for like $1,500, and I'm like, I'm looking at them going like, these do hit, and exclusivity is, I get it. Like, if you have them on, people be like, oh shit, but like, I do like what I'm wearing to like pop, but I don't care if someone's like, he's got one of 5 pairs of those. I just think that if they look good, they look good. Instead of spending $1,500 on one pair of Yeezys, bro, I literally could get 8 pairs of hitting Jordan 1s. I'd much rather fucking do that.
But let me
you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you
Yes.
this: when it comes to boots, right? Do you think?
buddy, I
do
can't.
you think that?
Now I'm about to show
Listen,
my ass.
Well, listen.
Here we go. I can't wait.
Listen. Do you think that like a $1,500 pair of Luke Casey ostrich boots or whatever
I have
cost any more
Per what they are.
to make versus the cost of them than these did? Like, obviously, this cost fucking next to nothing to make, and they're $350. But
those
do
are
you think
$1,500.
But do you think the
Yes.
difference between that and $1,500 is that much of a difference than these are?
Yes, I do.
I probably agree, but I don't think enough to where you can say that's ridiculous. Another one.
Well, let me say it this way: I got my Luke Casey's when they was on sale, when they was only $900.
That's how much mine was too.
But those
$900.
will last forever. You can get those fixed.
Yeah, Luke Casey's like Gucci in that way. You can send it to them, they'll fix
Yeah.
it or
But
whatever.
I don't think like they might do that for them once. Them went and designed to last forever, cuz.
yeah,
I don't think you have Gucci slides forever. Even if you keep sending them in, at some point they're
I
gonna be
bet
like,
you most people that have Gucci slides
Don't
don't
care.
walk that much.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? So
Yes.
those probably do last. You know what I'm saying? They get carried places.
Maybe, but I also think sincerely those were made in Indonesia
Yeah.
at a slave factory and cost. And I'm not at all exaggerating.
10
I think
cents.
those cost $1 to make
Maybe.
and ship.
Right.
Maybe, yeah.
Whereas those Lucchese's, the leather, the way they hand
They're
make
handcrafted. right?
handcrafted.
Yeah.
I would
I
say
mean,
there's
I
some
agree.
machine work involved in putting them together, but the leather itself is tanned by hand.
And that's my thing on the fucking Yeezys and shit like that too. Is that because they retail? That's the problem. They retail at $100. The only time they ever go up to $1,500 is because they do that thing where they make 200 of them, they sell out in the store, and then everybody that bought them goes online and sells them, and you get them for $1,500. With Lucchese's, that's the fucking 900 or 1,000. That's they retail because they were handmade.
For the record, and I'm saying this, I guess partially because I feel guilty, but also because this is my attitude about items like that. I was obsessed with this particular pair of Lucchese's for over 3 years.
Yeah.
When I saw them on sale,
fuck that.
It was when me and Andy moved across country. I was like giving myself like an end of the year gift, blah blah blah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with buying Gucci. Like, if you buy Gucci clothing and it's supposed to last a long time, or you can send it back in, or it's a tailored suit, I'm not against it. I literally couldn't believe those were $350. I thought you were doing a bit. I thought they'd be $100. If you'd have said $150, I'd have been like, all right, it's Gucci, I guess. $350
that wouldn't have been Gucci.
Sincerely blows my mind.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah, well, like, so I bought. Well, this is a sore subject. I think I've even talked about it on here before. I bought Katie a Gucci bag for Christmas a couple years ago that she sent back. Oh my God.
This is one of my least favorite stories of all time. It makes me like.
I get it.
I love Katie. Nah, I don't get it.
Because it was so expensive.
But
there's no reason for her to pretend it hit for her. And
that's
waste
all you
that
do
amount
with
of
gifts
money.
is pretend they hit.
But
my opinion.
My point though is,
I think it shows how much respect she has for him that she was like, I can just be honest with you. That is straight up how I feel about that kind of move. But you know I'm doing a joke right now about how I have learned that is not how anyone else in the world feels.
Right.
People hate it when you're honest.
Yeah.
My point with that is, though, without getting into that whole story, is that bag that I bought her, that Gucci bag, was like, I don't remember. It was over $1,000, right?
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to floss.
I did the same
for my woman.
Amber's Louis Vuitton. Was
I bought her Tiffany
shit.
Earrings the Christmas before that. You know,
She just straight up picked it out.
I
trying to
hope
pamper this bitch. Anyway,
Andy does not listen to this episode. Oh, she won't.
Send it. But my point though is, when I was looking at bags,
how much oil would that be? $1,500.
It's the most essential.
Almost a barrel.
Yeah.
Only the essentialist of oils. When I was looking for bags, though, I asked, because I didn't even know. I asked some other women's, what are high end bags, right?
Yeah.
And they named Gucci and whatever else. They also named
Kate Spade,
Hermes. What is it? Hermes. Hermes.
Hermes or Hermes or
whatever. That was one of them. They told me.
This is what I wanted to bring up. One of them, dude. You about to lose your
That was
mind.
one of them. They told me, right? They were like, Hermes is probably like the top end,
but like,
and I looked it up. And a comparable bag to the Gucci bag I bought Katie from Hermes was $10,000.
Okay.
And I saw that. And
I do get that, because that is for people who need to. I didn't know Gucci was on that level at all, and I guess it's not.
I mean, rappers fuck with Gucci.
I guess that's part of maybe why maybe this is like some of that inherent racism inside me, where I was like, well, if rappers can afford it, it probably ain't the top of the top.
Nah, dog.
That's what they.
That's
their
the whole thing.
deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
they jump out the air wearing Gucci.
We'll just say it's Hermes or whatever. Me and my mom actually had this conversation maybe 3 weeks ago. And it's the first time me and my mom. This is a big moment for me and my mom. It's the first time we ever saw eye to eye on high end fashion. And trust me, it's come up a lot. You know, in our relationship, she was talking about them Hermes bags, and she was like. Oh, she was like, Kirby, have you seen that they do these like knockoffs that kind of, and knockoff bags are huge amongst even women that have money. If they see a really cool knockoff, 'cause this is what started off. She's like, yeah, women, if they see a really cool knockoff, they'll go on like, oh, girl, I got this for $10. And I'm like, if it looks that good, just don't say shit. She's like, that's part of it, is like getting the deal. Them. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, that's
winning
cool.
The game.
But I was telling her, like, in the sneaker world, it could not be more opposite. If like you were wearing a pair of fake Jordans,
right,
and you got caught, you'd get busted on so fucking hard.
But those are between $100 and $1,000, not $10,000.
Sure, but usually they don't do it with the Hermes bags. Usually it's just like your Dooney and Burks, your fucking Tom Fords, your Kate Spades, yada yada yada. Anyways, they start talking about how expensive these bags are, and Mom was like, "Yeah, but of course I'll never be able to have one of those." And I was just like, "Hey, Mom, that's like I get like Amber's Louis Vuitton was $1,500. I know that's ridiculous, but like I can wrap my brain around it. It's whatever."
Right.
Because
It's
number
gift.
one, I
It's a
let
luxury
Amber
item.
pick it out. It's a very
You let her pick it out?
She that's the only way she would do it.
Well, see, that's how
she already had the one in her mind that she
was
wanted.
Katie's whole argument, like, because Katie also has to pick. If I'd have let her pick it,
That's not a gift.
It was the specific
I know,
pattern that I
Yeah.
got that she didn't like. Not that it was just like, oh, this is obscenely expensive.
Yeah.
She just didn't like
Yeah.
the specific bag.
But because
like,
it is expensive, if you don't like it, I mean, wouldn't you be furious if you bought her that and then she just never used it?
He would
'Cause
not
by
even
the way,
I
remember.
wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like,
buddy, I guess you're not as spiteful as me. I bought Andy a pair of $250 shoes in Key West one year when I was hammered drunk, back when I was a public defender, and could not afford those motherfuckers. Then, when we got drunk in Austin, Texas, I got her a pair of boots on sale for $150. She don't ever wear either of them because she's such a fucking dirty hippie. She's like, well, I'll ruin them, and I'm like, you're ruining them by not wearing them.
I bought my mama a cashmere sweater for Christmas once when I first got my good job, my grown-up job with the DOE. I bought her a cashmere sweater, and I told Paige, I was like, look at this cashmere sweater I got mama, and Paige was like, Bubby, what the fuck? She just gonna line a goddamn cat box with that thing.
I was thinking cigarette hole, but like, yeah,
God
either way.
damn.
So mom was saying like, I'm never going to be able to get one of those Hermes bags, I guess. And I was like, Mom, that's like, I said, even if you had the money to get that bag, when something is $20,000, the only reason that you're carrying it is so other people who know or have that bag can spot you in a crowd and be like, how you doing? You know what I mean? Like you're part of our little, we can afford a $20,000 goddamn bag, because most people,
But you're a part of the culture.
yeah, most
sneaker
most
culture
people
I mean,
goes-
ain't that why you fuck with these shoes?
But
or at
that
least part of
culture
it? Because
goes
you get-
beyond the price. That culture is also your cool. It might be just as fake.
know how
I'm
much
not saying like, but it might be just as whatever made up. But that culture is, about hip hop, you know about basketball, you know about fashion.
But that goes back to what I was saying about the Yeezys. That is a thing in shoe culture. I don't subscribe to it. I bought these for $40 because
Yeah, but all I was saying is that thing you said about carrying
yeah.
the bags also is true for the shoes, right? You want other people that
Yes.
appreciate it to be like,
Yes,
oh shit,
But
dog,
what I'm saying
I
is,
see you.
But what I'm saying is, someone would see me wearing these shoes and just be like, "Oh, them wild green basketball shoes." What these Hermes bags? There's nothing special about them other than that they're $20,000. What I'm saying is,
That's the whole culture,
to the
that
naked
it's expensive.
eye. Most people, unless you knew that
Right.
that's a Hermes
Oh,
bag,
I'd have
you would
no
walk right
idea.
past it.
Right.
So the only people who even notice it are like people would notice these goddamn clown shoes if I walk by you. They're like, "Oh, look at him." Either they like them or they don't. That bag you would just think was a typical purse. The only person who would know was my motherfucking mama, and that's only because she stared at pictures of them on the goddamn internet. And Mom's like, "Yeah, you're right. And why would I want to be one of those people?" And I was like, exactly. It's fine to have nice things, but at a certain point, if you pay in the same
absurd.
price for a fucking purse that you would a car,
Literally.
that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
A car, a fucking nice car, by the way.
Yeah, but the people that had them bags,
And
they spent $300,000 on the
well,
car.
And
They
so,
do.
so me and Mom we got back on that, and I had to agree. I was like, yeah, there's some people who, to them,
That ain't shit.
Bill Gates, for instance,
Not even
like-
Bill Gates, man. Like,
right? Not even Bill Gates. Kim Kardashian, fucking
Yeah,
it. Like,
ain't
still think
shit.
it's absurd.
I think it's
I do
absurd
too,
too, but in their
it's like
mind,
you spending
but what-
$40
right?
I
in
know.
their-
on a wallet.
I know.
Their brain literally don't even see $20,000 the way that we see $20,000,
Right.
nor have they ever their entire life. I agree with you that it's ridiculous,
Right.
but
I think
I won't
this
shit on them
is
as hard as I used
the
to.
most offensive thing we've ever done on this podcast.
I agree, 100%, 100%.
All the things
we're
we've
sitting
done
here going
wrong.
like we should feel bad for these celebrities that everybody
No, no,
shits
no.
on all the time.
I don't think. I think we're all in agreement that we
They
think
should
that it's
die.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But we're just saying, like, I don't think we're saying, like, oh, it's fine that they are that way. We're just acknowledging that, like,
They are
it
that
is
way.
true that is how it is.
There's
for
people
them.
who feel the same
Like,
way. There's
I just
people that
mean-
feel the same way about I do about these bags, about your Gucci shoes.
For sure.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
exact same way.
Absolutely.
Do
this is
you
not going to
have-
hit for a lot of
No,
people.
not
I
at
know
all.
that.
Do you
Again, it was a
have-
joke.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm
but
very
now we're in
curious.
it.
But now I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
I
and
got them and they do hit.
And let me preface. I hope they feel gross in a week. Let me preface this by saying that I'm talking about myself with my boots. Do you have any, whether it's these shoes or anything, coming from white trash into being Trey Crowder, book writer, deal maker? Do you have any guilt? Is that going away? Was it a process? Was it stronger at first? Like with the money, guilt might not be the right word. Do you have any weird feelings about it?
No, I'm gonna die broke for sure. Cause
Right. 'Cause you're gonna
no,
spend it.
Cause no.
But arguably, that's a
throw
weird
that
thing.
shit.
Okay,
I make that back,
okay,
boy.
but arguably, but
I don't give a fuck.
He's zooming in for this. Okay, but arguably that's an example of what I'm talking about. That's white trash inside
very
you coming
much,
out,
dude,
baby.
very much. I know.
Them boots,
Dude,
cuz
hold on,
Andy had to talk me into it. Do you understand? Like, I couldn't do it. I was like, Andy, I can't spend $900 on boots. And she sounded like Corey. She was like, yes, you can. I walked out of that place looking like Barack Obama.
It's very white trash because part of it was like, I think I've told this story on here before, and I know I've told y'all. Part of it is this thing of like, oh, what, like I can't afford these? You don't know me. Because like
because you used to not be able to.
I went to that. Before I lived in Burbank, we were in Burbank because I had Warner Brothers meetings, and Katie was there with the boys, and Katie went into some bullshit makeup store or whatever, and I saw this boutique clothing store. We've been on the road for like weeks, right?
Yeah.
And I was out of socks, so I told the boys, I was like, hey, I need some socks. I need to go, y'all come in here with me. Let's pick out some socks for Daddy. And that's when
somebody shamed you.
They picked out my Biggie socks that I've got. That was the boys picked those out, so that, you know.
That hits.
Yeah, that's
a good sign.
That fucking Robert Redford gift of him sitting at the river and looking back and just nodding with pride.
Found out that was Robert Redford like a month ago.
Yeah, well, anyway,
and I've seen the movie a bunch.
Jeremiah Johnson.
One of my dad's favorite movies. I've never seen the movie. I didn't know of the movie.
Might be my dad's favorite movie. I've seen that movie 100 times.
That's why we went in. That's why we went in there. The boys are at this time 4 and 5, I think, 4 and 5 years old. We get up to the front, and in a glass case, this boutique was, I don't know, some kind of. I still don't know who the guy is, but his like thing, his logo or symbol or whatever, that's gonna stink.
That didn't even pick up. That wasn't even worth it. God damn it!
It was to me.
His logo or symbol or whatever was just like a I don't know. It's like if a teddy bear was a DJ, right? It's the best way I can describe it. And he had these little like kind of Lego figures of that teddy bear with like different outfits on and shit. They're like this big and they're like little toys, right? And they're in the front case up there because that's his thing. But I get up there and my 4 and 5 year old son see these little like teddy bear action figure things, and one of them, Bishop, I think, was like, hey, I want one of those, Daddy. And I was like, you want one of those? I was like, hey, give me one of those. And the dude goes, these little figurines right here? I was like, yeah. He goes, dude, those are $50 a piece. I said, oh, okay. Well, give me 2 then.
Bitch.
Because, you know, that's that white trash.
Right.
And
for sure. And the thing, like,
Katie hates that shit.
Dude, Amber.
Like, I mean, I get.
Yesterday, 2 days ago, because we were in Phoenix yesterday, we were hanging out over at our friends, the Matoses, and we were going to cook them dinner. They've just had a child not too long ago, and so every now and then we'll go over there and, you know, let AJ put her feet up and we'll cook dinner or whatever. So we get over there, and my buddy Patrick, immediately, as soon as I sat down and got comfortable, and this is so Raven of Patrick. I hope you're listening, Patrick. I sit down, get comfortable, turn the game on. I'm like, oh, yeah. He goes, hey, we got to go to the store. And I was like, why? And he's like, because I need, I got to get some vaping stuff. And then AJ runs in there, and she's like, no. And I'm like, what? She goes, he's not vaping. He hadn't vaped for a week. I told you, as soon as Corey comes over here, he's going to be vaping, and then you're going to have to vape. I'm going back there to get you a goddamn patch right now. Put the fucking patch on. You're not vaping. We talked about this. And then Patrick's like, yeah, I'm going to go to the store and get some vape stuff. So we walk out, and we go to the store, and we get these. He's like, I want to get these pineapples. That's what you had, right? The pineapples? I was like, yeah. So I was like, I'm about to go out of town. Go ahead and give me the pineapples. He said, yeah, get 2 of those pineapples or whatever. So I was going to get one. Patrick was going to get one. The dude put both up at the same time and went cling, went ahead and rang up 2. Well, you know me. I'm not going to go, I just got one, ring this up. So I just fucked Patrick. Goes, you want me to split it? I said, just don't worry about it, dude. I don't want to have to go through this. So I fucking got it for him. We go back to the house. AJ's furious that Patrick got all this vaping stuff. She goes, how much was it? How much was it? And he's like, I don't know. Corey bought it. And Amber goes, of fucking course he did. and I'm sitting there going, what? And she goes, oh, that's just Corey, mister. I got to buy everything. I fucking hit. I got the check. Don't fucking worry about it. None of y'all hit, so I'll get the goddamn check. Which, by the way, most accurate thing she has ever said in her life. Y'all don't hit. I do. I got the fucking check. Whenever it's her fucking idea for me to get the check, all of a sudden it's the best decision anyone's ever made. But if I decide to get the check, fuck just kiss the king's ring. Anyways, she'd be getting mad at me about that stuff too.
Yeah, me and you dying broke for sure.
For sure. What were we talking about?
Irony is,
why did I launch
I don't
into
have
this?
any of this, and I'm still going to die broke.
Why did I launch into this? Oh, about the whole giving the 2 shit. Yeah, anyways, Lord, she gets so mad at me about that. But I can't help it because I know, after having worked retail and stuff like that, the people are literally just trying to help you out because sometimes people don't know.
Right, yeah.
But like,
yes,
but and
for
I
sure.
and every
that guy was just being like, dude, that's a little plastic piece of shit.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
want to
Yeah.
spend $50 on that, bro.
Every
he was
single-
being
He was
cool.
saying that's not a toy, man. It's
Right.
not for kids.
And
It's
you
for
know,
assholes.
It's bullshit.
You know
You
when-
don't want
yeah.
it. You don't need it.
You
It's
know
not
when
for
I
kids.
remember
It's for
that? He was
assholes.
trying-
Oh, it's for assholes.
Give
Give
me two of them.
Yeah, and you know when you remember that
sure, dude.
You remember that
For
when you're
sure.
walking home with a piece of shit that you
Yes.
don't want
Yeah,
that you just
right.
spent
Yes.
$100 on.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it!
Yeah, I never regretted it for a second. But
No,
yeah,
throw the motherfucker away.
We did.
We make it again.
because they broke them immediately because they're not for kids.
not
They're for
for
assholes.
assholes.
Right? Yeah,
They're for
exactly.
assholes.
Oh, assholes. Give me two.
Okay, well, what were we talking about?
I bought
aside
a
from-
pretty expensive rainbow color butt plug just because I thought it was funny.
Oh, we're about to be sponsored
Just
by.
because he thought it was funny.
Man, that's a bummer because we're about to be sponsored by some butt plugs, and we could have just.
I know it was. I said something to Andy about. I had a hit rainbow color butt plug, and then I was drunk, so I typed rainbow color butt plug into my phone, and I found some, but they was all they're not that expensive, but it was more than other butt plugs.
He shows it to Andy. He's like, look what I bought as a joke.
As a joke, isn't it funny?
told you.
We're not really into butt
We're just
plugs.
joking around.
No, I hear you're
Yeah.
being funny right now, but we're not.
Give it the
actually
Nelly,
into butt plugs.
the
That's
Nelly
fine.
thing.
We're into very weird things.
Yeah,
but
just not butt plugs.
Just not
the,
butt plugs.
The Nelly thing is like,
We could get into it now
I'm
that
just
we have
playing.
I'm very against plugging it up.
Unless you're gonna do it.
Unless you're gonna do it. I'm just playing. Unless you're gonna do it.
It's hold on. It's a slightly better line than that. I'm just kidding, like Jason.
yeah, that's
Unless
right.
you're gonna do it.
extra. Read the news. That song,
They played Nelly this morning. Oh my God! Let me tell y'all what.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
did.
Tell us about your spin class or whatever.
It wasn't a spin class. The reason you thought that is I also was going to tell y'all about the bike. I'll make the bike story quick because some people listen to the podcast have heard me because I put this out on Facebook. I was walking home from the dog park. I walked by this Mexican gentleman selling his wares on the side of the road, and one of them was a bicycle. And I've been thinking about how I wanted a bike to like driving back and forth to the gym and all that. So I look at the back, I ask him how much. We try to haggle a little bit. He will not come down at all. And we keep talking. He's just not, just 75 Dolores. So I'm like, fuck it. It's worth it. I look up the brand. It's a good brand. I think it was called Giant.
How often do you haggle, if I may?
I would say rarely. It makes me uncomfortable, which I know how you're trying to hit, but I really
I'm not
don't like that.
I'm sincerely because I've never. I'm so uncomfortable even attempting to do it. Like,
yeah.
I also hate it, but I could see Drew being the type that's just like, how much you want for this? And if that don't hit for him, he's just like, poof, and walks off.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
not haggling. That's
No,
just,
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I could
Here's
see
what
him
happened.
being
He said
more
75.
that type than
I
the
said,
haggling type.
I'll give you 50. He said 75, and I said, okay. So I walked off. I went to get the cash because I was walking my dog. I didn't have any cash. And as I'm turning to go in my house, a man on a bicycle is coming up the sidewalk at me, and this car pulls into the intersection that he's crossing and is going to stop, but overshoots the stop sign so that they can see. Because if you stop at the stop sign, you can't actually see if there's fucking cars coming, and hits him. As I'm walking to purchase a bicycle, a man on a bicycle gets fucking T-boned by this car. Now, not like death because the car was coming to a stop, but it fucked his bike up, and like he was hurt. And I was like, all right, maybe God's real, and he likes me. And I was like, well, there's no way that's true. So we'll just take it as a whim. That's that whole story. What?
He was in front of the car, and the car pulled into him, or the car pulled in front of him, and he did that flip over the hood thing. That's hilarious.
He's driving
It is fucking funny.
across the intersection.
Classic.
And the car is slowing down because it's trying to stop anyway, but hits him, T-bones him.
Yeah.
Knocks him over. Knocked him over.
Like slowly, comically over.
Yes.
Okay.
It was-
so still hits.
Yeah, but it was like,
Does it?
it was he wasn't injured, but his bike was fucked up, and it was the most like, oh, yeah, I don't need a bike. If that even came close to happening, I would get murdered for screaming at the person who did it.
Well, me and Corey were just laughing, thinking about you being on a bike because it's the most like comical form of road rage there is.
On
which
a
you would
bike?
have like
God,
you
dude.
on a bike,
That's-
furious.
Yeah.
You like hitting that little bike bell, calling people fucking just yelling cuss words at people. Fucking get
Well,
the fuck out of the way.
I told y'all that's why I didn't do it for so many years. Is how ridiculous anyone mad on a bike looks. They got their little
Absolutely.
fucking
And
helmet.
you know that
and
if
they're
you're on a
matching
bike, you're
I'd be
going to
pissed.
get mad.
Every time a person on the bike is mad, almost every time.
Take your Australian Shepherd to the park, you stupid fucking bitch.
Almost. I hope someone heard that. Almost every time someone's mad on a bike, like they're probably justified. Someone cut them off, but they still look. They got a little cute helmet. Look, it's a
They
child.
look ridiculous,
What an
man.
idiot. So
They do.
This-
Ain't nothing wrong with bikes, but I mean, you look silly on a bike.
And he would look exceptionally ridiculous.
because he would be madder than fuck while
it might
being
hit
a cyclist.
the more I think about it.
It would
Baseball-
definitely hit for me. I know for a fact.
He'd have a
Cyclist and
baseball card of
psychopath
the women's
sound-
soccer team in the back of his fucking. Ding, 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 ding. Be great. I want you to have a bike now. I'm going to buy you a bike.
He's got a refugee riding on the pegs.
Roasting him by making him sound like the best human being in the world. That's a good genre for us.
Yeah. Dude, well, we probably ought not.
No, we better not. That was one of those that's just for us.
Yeah.
And boy, when they are, there's something else.
Hey, everybody, let's take a quick break from the podcast to talk about our friends at Blue Chew. Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? Well, now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up. BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know they work. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach. And since they're chewable, they work up to twice as fast as a pill, so you can be ready whenever an opportunity arises. That's right, Joe. That's a boner. I have been using Blue Chew ever since they've been our sponsors, because that's how I got introduced to the guys. And I got to tell you, even though I'm a young man, and trust me, everything's working as it should, it just works better with Blue Chew. It works better, and it works faster, and it gives me the confidence that I don't have to, oh God, Corey, your wife's too hot for you. You don't deserve her. Please her. Please her so that she won't leave you. Blow on it. Make it work. I don't have to do that with Blue Chew because Blue Chew does all of it for me. If you could benefit from extra function and more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. Blue Chew is prescribed online and shipped straight to your door in a discreet package, so there's no in-person doctor visits, no waiting in the pharmacy, and best of all, no awkwardness, not having everybody look at your dumb, bald, sweaty ass standing there like I know he's getting some goddamn dick pills. That might be a little personal. Maybe that doesn't happen to you, but it does to me. So there's no more awkwardness. They're made in the USA, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct, they're cheaper than a pharmacy. Right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code RED. You just pay $5 shipping. That's it. Again, that's BLUE Chew.com, promo code RED to try it free. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper, faster choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. Are you stressed all the time or have headaches or have trouble sleeping? Well, I know my ass was, so I wanted to check out some CBD because I've been hearing all about it, and thank the good Lord I found out about MDRNCBD.com. That's moderncbd.com. It's a one-stop shop for everything CBD. I love Modern CBD's website. It's the leading site to buy CBD online. They sell their own line of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Plus, they offer other top-selling CBD brands that use USA-grown hemp right here in America, baby. Shout out to DJ Lewis. It's like Zappos for CBD. It's so convenient. Modern CBD has so many products on their site, like gummies, soft gels, oils, tinctures, even pet products, which is what I give my little buddy, which helps him not itch so much and helps him sleep better. I was experiencing anxiety pretty much my entire life, and I'm not saying that it's completely gone because that would just be a goddamn miracle, but cannot tell you how much MDRN CBD's product has helped me. All the things that used to be a huge freaking deal that I'd fly off the handle over, not anymore. I'm calm, baby. It's also helping me sleep. It also helps when I get a headache. I don't have to take all the ibuprofens and the stuff that hurts your liver and all that good stuff. I give it to my dog, and I trust these products because they have passed strict quality control procedures with ingredients and product lab results listed. Great transparency. Modern CBD even offers free shipping on all orders. You gotta love that. It's free. And look, we're always looking to hook you up with special offers here on the WellRED Podcast. And this one from Modern CBD is too good to pass up. You get 30% off. 30% 30% off your order plus free shipping. That is an amazing deal, but only when you use our code RED. Do this today. Go to mdrncbd.com. That is mdrncbd.com. Use our code RED to get 30% off and free shipping. Don't wait. That's mdrncbd.com. Code RED. Now back to the damn podcast. Skew.
So I saw this an ad, I guess.
Because
Go ahead.
Were you going to talk?
I thought you wanted me to change the subject, so I was trying to.
Yeah, good job.
I saw an ad, I guess. I don't know what to call it because it was free. It was like, a thing when you check in the hotel. There was an exercise class. It was like, sometimes it's CrossFit, sometimes it's yoga. And I was like, okay, if I'm awake, I might do that. I've been working out. That might be cool. And what I didn't know is it's completely open to the public. I thought it's going to be me and like 3 ladies on a business trip working
Who do
out.
you ever see in the gym at a hotel?
I saw that same ad, and you're right. It was like it switches up.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm the type that's like I would only ever go if I knew exactly what I was walking into.
sure.
Because what if you get there
I
and it's
would
like
do-
Pilates or something?
I would do
you still have
spin.
I
signed
probably
up
wouldn't
for
have
that?
stayed.
Right,
at
you just
all.
turn around and walk away.
I think I
You
could
go
spin.
inside, you go and see what it is, and then leave.
But also, I didn't think it that far through. I'm telling you, man, this something's been wrong with my brain lately. You're right. As soon as I got there,
Lately.
that's the first. Okay, but in
What's
this
your definition of
particular
lately?
way, this
Oh, right.
particular way, I got there and I was literally like, "What the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
I hate." All of this. There was a dude on a stage. There was a DJ. This motherfucker was like bouncing around. He
Oh, I
had
know what you're
a
talking
headset,
about.
like
Was it
a
spin?
Britney Spears, Jane Fonda.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
dude. Yeah, they do that.
He was so peppy, and you know the kind of peppy.
Was he
where
Nick
you're
Kroll?
just
Was it like Nick
Nick
Kroll
Kroll in that-
playing that
Yes,
character?
except,
That was so
except
great.
Nick Kroll made it kind of funnier on the sketch that he didn't look the part at all. But
Yeah.
in real life, this dude made it funnier because he was like a 6'3" Adonis, except annoying. I'm like, bro, you don't have abs. You don't need this much personality. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We haven't even started. I burned
But I mean,
400
they
calories.
can't have a fat.
We
dog
haven't
head up
even
there.
started, and I burned 400 calories hating this motherfucker. So we get going or whatever, and it's kind of CrossFit-y. It's like burpees and shit, and I'm like, at least it's a real workout. Like, at least I'm not, like, trying to do fucking, back bends or whatever the fuck. And he starts walking around, and I again was
Did he
like...
have a headset on, like a wireless
Yes.
mic thing? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and the DJ was... And I'm like, why
Did he
am
clap
I
his hands
here
over?
all the time? All the time. He was showing us one move where you jump, and he was like, I know it looks like there's springs up here, but there's not. And I'm like, we get it. You can jump high. Yeah, congratulations. I have 2 degrees. No one gives a fuck about either of those things, man. Anyway, he's doing all that, and he comes in, he's like, come on, we got to push it. Why aren't you pushing it? And he's talking to everybody, but he kind of starts to look at me, and I wanted to be like, because I've read books, dude. I don't
Was
have
he?
to do this. I mean, look, bro, it's exercise. I'm doing a good job, all right? But exercise is a drug.
Yeah.
And like, I started to feel fucking good. And then
You started to feel.
yeah. And then
Fuck this dude.
yeah, I fucked him. That's right. yeah, me and TJ, we fucked. And then I mean, the DJ's playing hitting songs that you play in the club, so it makes sense that she's in this genre, but I lost my mind when Bone Crusher came on.
Fucking
Never Scared.
yeah.
Now-
What Rodney Allen Wiggins done told
has told
everybody.
us, our friend who's a DJ is like, don't play that song in the club because a fight will break out.
Yeah.
If you don't
He
know
then
this-
immediately played that song and destroyed my
I
grandmother's
played
house.
it.
Oh, that's true. Trey played that song, and he,
Yes.
Rodney, destroyed my grandmother's house.
prove himself
right. had a-
Prove himself right.
we had a-
chandelier and all.
We had a party at Corey's house. Before the party started, Rodney was telling us old DJ stories. He was like, every club owner I ever had would tell me, whatever you do not play Bone Crusher because it will be a brawl. And he was like, so every night about 1 a.m., I put on Bone Crusher, and people just start throwing bones. We were all laughing about it. So then that night at that party, everybody's fucked up. At about 2 a.m., I went over and got the aux cord on the iPod and put on Bone Crusher, and Rodney just starts ripping Corey's house apart.
And he
dude.
did. This is when me
Just
and Amber
tore it up.
Me and my wife at that time were just roommates.
Yeah.
Like we were not even dating, none of that. We were just roommates. We lived in my grandmother's old house, and when I say that motherfucker got destroyed, and
Yeah.
again, just by Rodney.
Uh-huh.
It like no one he knew that nobody was about to do anything, but he's like, I cannot be called a liar.
Yeah.
And he fucked my house up. Anyways, they start playing
So you
Bone
were
Crusher.
fucking this dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
and
Bone
just riding
Crusher.
his butt
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
wearing Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Hits.
All right. If you don't know that song, I know y'all do, but for anyone listening who don't, that song is literally about not being afraid in the club, running into a rival, going to your car, popping the trunk to get your gun out.
Yeah.
Now, I understand it's become somewhat of a pop hit, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, but like, it is so weird to be on a fucking Instagram. It was all like 23-year-olds. Everyone there was like in great shape. Even the 50-year-olds were like weirdly in good shape. You know, the 50-year-olds where they got the muscles in the weird places and shit.
Don't hit.
They're like, it's like a whole thing. It was called Earn Your Booze. There was a tequila company
Yeah,
there
I saw that.
that sponsored it. Like they
Like
were
if
giving
after
out
this,
tequila.
you get drunk.
And that's
you
what
earned
people were
it
doing.
because you burned the calories.
That was the whole gimmick.
Be a real drunk.
And then they're playing this song.
I hate that shit.
Why
more
people
than
love that
anything.
shit? There's like 5Ks with beer involved.
Yeah, all
and
the
stuff.
like, that's Michelob Ultra's entire brand
Yeah.
is like
You can
after
get this beer
at
and
the
not
end of
get
the day,
fat.
after running a marathon. I'm like, well, if I ran a marathon, why don't I get the beer that fucking tastes good? If
Yeah.
I earned it,
Yeah.
I feel like I could drink this
Preach.
shit after I walked
Preach.
to the mailbox. You fucking
Preach.
idiot. Slim ass can don't even
Preach.
fit in the goddamn cup holder when
Preach.
I'm on the way back to the store, which I have to be for this 2.7% alcohol bullshit. Gone.
That little
So,
can fit
yes.
right up your butthole.
Yes.
Yes, they
So
will.
I'm thinking all that shit, hating
I
these
just got a
people.
promo,
As
make
I
all
said,
time happy.
burning way more calories that way than I am with these burpees. Bone Crusher comes on. Now I'm thinking about how ridiculous this is. But exercise is a drug. It starts to feel good. This dude's saying shit like, you got to earn it. You got to earn it. You're going to feel better at the end of this because you had the willpower. It's easy to have willpower to go out with your friends. And I'm like, well, who the fuck are you? No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
the
You
worst
ever
so
canceled
hard.
right before? It's way better. And then the drugs start to kick in, and you know how when you're doing drugs, you like, you feel good and you have less inhibitions. Well, then I left. Like as soon as I started feeling good, I was like, I don't have to be here. Fuck this shit.
So you just walked off in the middle of
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I rolled up my shit and was like, peace.
Rolled up your shit. Oh, because they give you a thing.
Yeah, because I got it in my hotel room, the yoga mat.
Wait, what type? Hold up. What type of exercising was this?
We was doing like burpees, jumping
This whole
jacks,
time
squats.
I've been thinking it was cycling.
No.
Yeah, that's because you,
'Cause of the
you
bicycle
came
story.
in thinking it was a spin class.
Yeah.
And you just never got off
Well,
that.
and then also you then said the Nick Kroll thing, and he was spinning
Right.
and then I just went back to like I saw this dude
So
up on a thing.
I
mean,
went.
it don't change.
I went
nothing.
to my room, changed my clothes, and came back and got in the pool and drank all the drinks that they were giving out for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I earned them.
I mean, I kind of wish I'd have gone with you to this too. Now I'd have given up way before. Of course, you would have followed me.
You'd have never said yes because it was at 9:30 and it was exercise, and I didn't know all the things
The
I knew about
9:30,
it.
I'd say yes to something too, but the exercise, you're right. That
I also didn't know what it was.
My thing about exercise is that even when I get in the moods to do it, which I do sometimes,
you want them to know what you're getting into.
not even that. It cannot be near another person.
Oh, right.
Like
Yes,
not anybody.
That's why I was
Dude,
so mad at
would-
myself when
don't
I
even-
arrived. I was like, I work out alone.
Well, like that's
Me
the thing.
too.
Don't
Y'all
even
are-
look at me.
Y'all are my boys.
Headphones in, averting eye contact
Yeah.
with every
Y'all
other
are-
person.
y'all
Trey
are
and
my
I have
boys,
worked
and I-
out in his yard together before
Didn't
I
speak
had
a
a place
word.
without even looking at
Well, no,
each
what
other.
I was going to say is like y'all are my boys, and like I'm not embarrassed to run in front of y'all or do it, but I still would. I'd rather not. Like I'd rather
told
do it by myself.
Drew texted me and be like, hey, can I come over
I've
and work
watched
out?
y'all work out.
Yeah, he'd be like, can I come over and work out? I'd be like, yeah, you can, but just so you know, I'm going to be on the elliptical watching stuff about gladiators, so don't say a goddamn word to me. And he was just like, perfect, great.
Great, yeah.
That's what I want too. I ain't
Just
trying
need
to
your
say
shit,
something.
dude, not you.
So you're not going to be in the way. I wasn't even going to do.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going to do the elliptical. So
Yeah. No, dude, I can't. Like, I joined a gym and I was going there like 2 or 3 times a week. And the thing that got me out of because I stopped going, but then like kept working out like at my house. But like, dude, it was just so fucking nerve wracking. Like I'd be on the treadmill and I'd be going in my head the whole time I'm running on the treadmill. I'd be going, it's fine. It's just about keeping your heart rate up. It's okay that you're going this slow. You'll be on here longer than that motherfucker. Nobody's even looking at you. Like this is fine. Can't do it. I can't. I don't even
Yeah.
really like
Well,
people to look at me when I eat.
what's
people
the
not
worst?
looking at you, you hate that.
That is funny, right?
What?
You love attention.
Oh,
Like
not-
you're
yeah.
a comedian.
Control.
When I'm hitting.
Controlled
yeah.
attention.
Yeah, and that's
I do
not
too.
me at my most hitting.
Right.
Yeah.
That's definitely true of me. Is that not true of you?
Oh,
What?
but-
Which
hey,
part?
hey, hey.
That you love attention
Yeah,
but
of
only
course, 'cause
controlled?
Let me go ahead and say one thing right now. I'll go ahead and B-rabbit any of this that may come up. If, let's say hypothetically, it will never, ever happen. hypothetically, I got in insane shape. Like, I just stopped boozing right now, stopped fucking with bullshit carbs, started working out heavy every day, was eating lean proteins, and I looked amazing. All of that shit would change a lot. Like, I probably wouldn't mind so much. I'd probably be at the gym just like, yeah.
But how?
You
Two
know,
things. First of all, when did you decide that'll never happen? Because you used to talk about how it was going to happen all the time.
No. There's a difference in, I think I'll get back to being like thin, but like getting jacked. Like when I'm.
Well, that was my follow up, which was how in shape do you got to get? Because I've been in decent shape, and then you go to the gym and like
abs,
that's super in shape.
Abs is crazy in shape, dog. That's like the
but
most.
But that makes sense to
That's
me
what I'm
because
saying.
he's saying you have to be
so
the
you're
most in
saying
shape
I would
to do what he's talking about doing.
I would have to be that level.
That makes sense because
Yeah.
what I was going to say is I've been in shape before. It's been a long time, and you go to the gym
and you're like,
you're not nothing.
Yeah, I still feel
because
like
there's people without a
if I
goddamn
was just-
personality.
If
there.
I weighed
Always a bigger
if
fish.
I weighed 175, even if I didn't have abs or huge muscles, I would obviously be. I would be less.
it'd be weird. Your head would still be big.
Probably my cheeks wouldn't be though. So like,
You would look like one of them cake pops.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
true.
In that same vein, when I was working at the DOE, I would go to the gym, which was right across the street. I go to the gym every day at lunch. So I was going at the same time every day. I saw the same people, and eventually, even if you're like I am, you're just completely antisocial and whatever
You're gonna
else
be
when you're
like,
there.
"What's up?"
Eventually, you start to like know these people a little bit, and that honestly
I
makes it,
yawned while you're talking about working out.
that makes it even worse. Honestly,
Yeah.
because then you feel like you're supposed to be like, "What's up, Brandon? What's going on?" or whatever, and like. It makes it hit even less. Like, how many times are we going to talk about how it's bullshit they only got one squat rack in here? You know what I mean? Like,
you kinda just gotta-
it's worse when you
gotta put it
start
on
to
the
kind of
table.
know people.
That's why I like a bigger
yeah.
gym. There's a Y in Burbank that's further away than the Y in North Hollywood.
Y.
The YMCA.
I thought you said I go to the wine Burbank.
Yeah, I do
That also exists, I'm certain.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I go there because it's bigger and it's more anonymous in the gym. I started going there because they have a basketball court and that hits for me and I don't get stabbed there. But I kept going there because they have like a bigger gym area and I can remain anonymous. There's a few people who like know each other, but it's like it's big enough that if I don't look at them, there's never going to be like a "What's up, dude?"
Yeah, that's why I got all my own shit in my backyard, so I just never have to worry about that. And also so I can, like, listen to heavy metal and fucking get done bench pressing and
there's no
stand up and just,
commuting.
like, scream at the sky. Like, "Oh!"
There's also
You
no
know,
commuting.
hits.
You shower right
Everything
there.
hits about it harder.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
My yard's not big enough. I got Andy a punching bag, and that's all we could
I've
do
been
in the
wanting to get a
backyard.
punching bag.
Yeah, you
Whose
want mine?
face does
stopped
she
using
have
it.
taped
Yes,
to the front of it?
A heavy bag?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do want. Are you serious?
I'm gonna talk to her about it, but she has been working out. But since she started working out, she stopped doing it.
Heavy bags are awesome. Matter of fact, I've got one at my parents' house I need to go fucking get because I know Dad ain't fucking with it.
She says she's gonna fuck with it again, but I don't believe her. And again, because she is actually working out, she's living right, which is why she doesn't need it.
That's great for fucking stress, too. I know that sounds insane to a lot of people out there who think that what I'm about to say is very toxic masculinity, and it probably is.
No, that's
But-
why Andy wanted to punch it.
Yeah,
'cause
but like back in the day when I used to get supremely just ragey about something, you know, Dad would just be like, "Son, go out to the garage," and I'd go out to the garage and I'd whoop that thing's ass for like 10 minutes straight, and like, yeah, I mean, you should, you know, you could hit somebody, I guess, but hit the thing. I was screaming the whole time,
Yeah.
sneezing, pissing, crying a lot. Have you ever cried and punched at the same time? Let me tell you something. You look
when I
like
was
a
a
bitch,
kid-
but I promise you, you're doing more damage, Mr. Butt. I used to cry and punch a lot.
to answer to your question, whose picture is taped up there? I'm the patriarchy.
No good. No good.
I smell it. It's hidden from me, though. I'm not smelling it.
I got nothing. The fan's blowing back this way, which is good for me.
It's like, you know what? It's living in this robe. Robes hold farts.
They do.
Robes do hold farts.
Yeah.
So we've been doing a thing lately, literally one time, but I want to make it a thing.
Okay.
A recurring segment where we revisit old moments of ravenry.
Oh, God.
And see how
Well,
things have
this
changed.
was not
we've
about
been
to be
doing
about
it
me.
lately, not on the podcast a lot. So,
Right.
yeah.
Bob Seger hits. So,
He does
It does hit. I said he hit. So he didn't hit
No,
as
you
hard as
didn't. No, you
Foreigner.
didn't. No, you didn't.
And
You
then
did
y'all
not
started
say
doing
hit.
this.
No, it was the
That's
opposite.
exactly what
It
I
was the
said.
exact opposite.
And then eventually,
the exact opposite is what
we
happened.
weren't on the podcast when the conversation happened. On the podcast, y'all said that I said Bob Seger didn't hit. And
did.
so I just went with it because it was hilarious. But when we were eating dinner, I said Foreigner's way better. It's the best dad rock. It's better than Bob Seger.
Drew, what was this? That was you. Was that you talking about how much he hits for you?
No,
Is
that
that
was
what you
me.
were doing? Talking about how much he hits?
That was me making fun of you dancing at his concert while you tried to hook up with one of your high school best friends.
Mom.
Mom.
I did fuck Corey.
Yeah, man, you got a thing for fucking fat dudes named Corey.
Yeah, I do.
Dude, oh, this is fucking. You know how our wives constantly be, making jokes
Saying we gay?
Yeah, saying we gay. Me and Amber were like,
his wife genuinely believes
Yeah.
that me and you are gay.
I'm starting to believe our wives might believe it too.
Yeah.
But
Well, she genuinely believes that you guys have
Done gay stuff.
unexplored sexuality tendencies towards men that you've explored with each other.
so
Done gay stuff.
me and Amber.
Neither of you are saying no.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
I didn't say there
we
was.
shouldn't have to
We
say
shouldn't
no.
have to say our
The fact
sexuality
that you're
is
repressing it and not talking about
our
it is what you're
sexuality
doing
is
wrong.
It's our business.
Our business.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't have to talk about it.
You don't have to.
So
But the world wants to hear from you. You're a leader, man.
Yeah, well,
Amber came home drunk the other day, which is a thing only she can do. Come home drunk. So, somebody brought her home drunk. So she was sitting there, and I just got home from maybe wherever we were last. I don't remember where we were last, but I'm sitting there, and she's fucked up, and she's looking at me, and she goes, I don't remember what it was, but we'd had like 5 minutes of like kind of a sweet catch-up moment. We were hugging, don't happen a lot, and she goes, you know what I fucking realized today? And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, this is about to be some hot gossip or something. And she goes, gay dudes, when they fuck, they can fuck like missionary style. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, they don't have to always just be bent over in doggy style. Like, they can fucking just like, because like, if you wanted to fuck me in my ass, not happening, I could just be on my back. And I was like, yeah, like of course. Like she goes,
Yeah,
so
that's
you
where
knew.
the butthole-
She
yeah,
goes,
that's how buttholes work.
She goes, so you knew that? And I go, yeah.
So you knew that?
And I go,
Oh, sure.
And I go,
So you knew that
and
already,
So
I guess.
I go,
Whatever.
And I go, yeah, yes, I knew that. She goes, oh yeah, is that how your daddy Trey fucks you when you're on the road? And then she stormed out and made door peanut. She was so mad because I just knew how assholes work that she was like, oh yeah, that's how you know? Because Trey fucks you in a hotel, I'm going to eat peanuts.
Trey,
Yeah.
keep in mind you paid $350 for Gucci slides. How
My
much
wife
would
did on my behalf.
How much would you have paid to see that?
Her doing that
Yes.
to him? Like, with neither of them knowing, we're not there. Like,
No, we're just like watching from
just
a
happen
like
to be
fly
at
on the
scene.
wall.
fly
shit.
on the wall, and you didn't know it was coming.
Right.
Someone,
Well, that's hard because, like, if you don't know what's coming,
no,
it's
no,
like,
I
a little
offer it
bit
to
ahead.
you, but when you give me the money, I
Erase my
slate you,
memory?
and then we
Yeah.
show up there, so you get to not know it's coming.
I mean, at least 500.
Yeah, right.
Well, you think it's
$700.
more? $700.
Well, me and Amber
That's
about to start a
$100
Patreon.
for every day of the week that I would enjoy that so fucking much.
And the thing about it is it'd come back around.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
well,
That's one of those
memories
like,
do be doing that.
yeah, you think that like it's over. What'd you say?
memories be
do be
doing
doing
that.
No, but
that.
I'm saying like it would hit for a while. You get your $700 out of it, and then like a year later you'd remember it.
No,
and-
I know it sounds
yeah.
like I'm being an asshole. Memories do be doing that. They
Memories
say
do.
Do be doing is a fun
Yeah.
sequence of words.
Yes.
Doobie doo.
They
Yeah.
say that if you want to be happy, spend your money on something that gives you a memory because over time it'll get better, whereas the thing you bought will get worse.
But like
But this
I
is,
hear you.
This is
the
already
memory of buying Gucci's though
This
will
is
last
Dude,
forever.
There you go.
This started with that story I told.
Yeah,
when
the story
Land didn't
hits.
hit for y'all.
Yes.
Like,
Well,
so I'm
that's worth
saying,
way
like,
more than $350.
Like
Right.
the thing you just said, it's like what
Right.
what things do you buy
had an
that don't
experience.
connect to some kind of memory?
Well,
that it
sometimes
gives
you just buy.
You just mean
if
like
you had just-
experiences
if you had
versus
just- yes.
material things.
If you had just been out shopping and just bought those with no story,
My buddy, y'all know Jared and Jess, who have been on our
Mine.
podcast. Yeah, the one they've done the podcast.
Yeah.
They left their jobs to go fucking globetrot and all that shit. He always used to say that, like that his philosophy was to primarily spend money on experiences and not things. And I mean, I think
way
that's
better.
I think it's way
No, I
better,
mean, I
too.
agree with that.
My only reason why sometimes it wouldn't be is that if I go broke, I can sell my shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I can't sell my goddamn memory.
I don't know,
other
dog.
than your house.
I
cuz,
mean,
and
in
the
you
future,
do. You,
no,
no,
don't
you
sell our
sell
memories.
your memories.
we do that right
we
now.
Sell our memories.
We're kind of in the business of selling our memories.
just wanted to. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It hit. Oh, it did hit.
It was so great because he was saying as he did it, he was like, I just really want to. I just really want to.
I wanted to do it, so I did.
I just wanted to do
you
it.
ever just want to, so you do it?
Yeah. I wanted to do it, and I did. And it was awesome.
Listen, this is me apologizing in a way by saying I want to.
Dude, my buddies used to have this thing where we all used to hang out together all the time, live together and shit, like in college, and everybody was always hanging out together perpetually. We had this thing where my boy Big James, not James Bain, who is big,
yes,
but Big James.
You always do that to us.
Well, that's because y'all got them mixed up, which I don't blame you for getting them mixed up.
I meant you always confuse us.
Right. So, but Big James, there was this running thing where, like, we'd all be hanging out, and I'd just be walking through the living room to the bathroom or something like that, and one of the other dudes...
Just form tackle you?
No, one of the other dudes would be like, Big James, push him down. And he would just walk and just shove it. Always into something soft. Like, he never just shoved me into a wall or something. He'd shove me onto a couch or a bed or a chair
a gentle
or whatever.
bully.
But it was like, Big James, push him down. Just every time. But I also, when I would get real drunk, I would jump on Big James's back and like fucking, like the mountain troll in Lord of the Rings type of thing or whatever. That's how I got
Gollum?
The big one.
Oh.
That's how I got this scar on one of my legs because I was drunk as fuck and we were playing cornhole and I kept jumping on Big James's back and I was chasing around our asphalt driveway trying to jump on his back and I went shin first into a cornhole board.
Don't hit.
And I've still got a scar. I don't remember.
Buddy,
which leg
how
it is.
drunk was you? Was you drunk enough for it not to?
I don't
cry?
remember it. I was
God.
blackout drunk. Don't remember it at all. But
Thank God, because, dude, there ain't nothing
shin?
worse. Dude, I hit my shin just on our bed frame the other day, and, like, that, just barely, like, not even a lot at all. And that literally, for, like, 5 minutes, I sat on the edge of the couch just like,
dude,
I'm not doing anything the rest of the day.
Andy.
She hurt herself? Oh, fuck yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I was helping her with an audition, and the way we've been doing some auditions now, she sits in front of the new, like, Mac that she bought or whatever. With her
computer?
Yeah,
Okay.
she got a computer, and she sits in front of it.
She took Mac.
She got a computer.
She got a computer.
I was trying to like express not a laptop, and I forgot how. Because it's
dude, I did too because I almost called it a laptop.
Yeah.
I was like,
I almost said
computer.
PC.
Do computer.
I almost said
The
PC.
big one.
You know that computer
Desktop.
just sit
That's
on
what
a
it's called
table.
because it sits on a desk.
It's a tabletop.
I almost
computer.
said PC. You know, a PC. Anyway,
Yeah.
she's sitting there, and I go. Anyway, she sits down in the chair, and I think she scooted it forward. I don't remember exactly. Somehow she got it on her toe, but then she sat on her own toe on the chair, and then you can't hardly because if you move to get up. I mean, and it hurt, and I was like, are you okay? And she was like, I don't know, I think it's fucking broken. It swelled up, and it ended up being fine. I didn't get a laugh because for like 10 minutes, I thought her toe was broken.
Yeah.
And we were going to have to call the ambulance. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, Corey.
Yeah.
If you, like, you can't, you're stuck. You're not stuck. You can get up.
If I
But
put my weight on
but
it
to get up, I got to
it would
rock
smash it- It
forward.
would smash it even harder.
And so she was like,
Yeah.
"Ah!" like that. And I was like, what just happened? And anyway, it hit for me.
yeah, that does hit. Amber doesn't hurt herself as much as I'd
you'd
like.
think.
And as much as you'd think.
Yeah.
That is true.
Andy almost never hurts herself.
Almost every time Amber's too drunk to function, she hurts me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Me and Andy was wrestling the other
I
night.
was like, well, she did. Y'all didn't tell me.
Or here. That's
Yeah.
Andy.
She does that shit on
she
purpose.
scratched. Yeah, no, this was. Yeah.
No,
She
Amber
attacked me.
never
A banshee.
really hurts herself. If she ever gets too wild or whatever, she'll just go lay the fuck down. I be hurting myself. I fall in our house so goddamn much. Like, and mainly I'll be trying to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll get drunk. Me and her will be
say?
drunk, and like I'll go get in like some underwear, and I'll pull my underwear up into my butthole, and like make a thong out of it or whatever. And I'll come in like doing some risky business shit, and I'm
How out of line will it be for us to put like a secret nanny cam in their house? Like, because
A felony.
yeah, but
Not
but
if we
hit-
don't get caught.
but
I
we'll
would.
hit though,
I mean,
right?
and I wouldn't
He'd be
care.
fine with it.
Yeah,
Because
Well,
like,
dude, I
Lord,
mean, I could look at Amber right now because I have that dog cam.
I got one of them.
And she always forgets, and dude, she'll be, and I'll know, it'll be like Friday night, and I'll know she's fucking drunk, eating peanuts and like that, and I'll just fucking hit the button on it, and just go, and she'll just, God, fuck you, damn it! It hits so hard. So yeah, I deserve everything, but I'll get like halfway naked.
Me and Andy do that.
I'll get. I did not hit.
Y'all got the bubble farce, man.
I'll get like halfway naked and like try to slide through the house like risky business, and then I'll go to like run and jump on the fucking ottoman and like pretend like I'm surfing and shit. Like, what's up, girl? And I'll
just bust your ass.
knock the leg off the ottoman, just drill my head on the fucking floor or the corner of the fuck. Like, I'm gonna bleed out one day because if I hit my head on the side of a coffee table and started bleeding out,
R.I.P. coffee table. Tell you that much right now.
Right,
Maybe we gotta get another coffee table again.
Yeah, Corey's
I
fine.
broke this from my head.
Yeah, but like
Again.
if I bled out, first off, I'd be so drunk I'd bleed out real quick, and secondly, she would either be also drunk with me and therefore not able to take me to the hospital, or just be like the level of drunk where she's like, and then just falls back asleep.
Yeah.
That wouldn't hit.
I mean, she could call 911. Of course, where you live, it would take 30.
Oh,
minutes.
I'd be dead, bro. I'd be dead. But my head would probably save me. But yeah, I bust my ass. I hit my face on the wall a lot. That's the thing I do. Like
because it's bigger than the rest of your body.
I'll be just up like trying to hit or whatever, and I'll slip here, and then I'll like hit my face like that.
Yeah,
It's all trying to hit.
It's funny because
and then you do the wall.
this is actually related to a conversation me and Amber had recently, and she hit for me in it. Imagine that.
When were y'all talking?
Yeah, it was about you not hitting. I know it's hard
know
to
that.
Yeah, right, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
when?
Well, who can recall?
Yeah,
There's been so many of them.
Right. Me and Katie did that about you, by the way.
I'm certain,
Yeah.
but we're talking about me being physically stupid or whatever, because he had just done a thing, and I was telling Amber, I was like, I just kind of feel like it's unfair because I don't think that I even approach the number of those instances that Corey does. I was
Right,
like,
but
I was
he's
like,
drunk.
I was like, not even close.
I'm always
to
at
it.
least trying to hit.
And like,
Right. With Trey, it's
And
like,
what she
hey, man,
said-
here's your phone.
Right. I'm at least attempting something that I should not be attempting, but like I'm trying to do a thing.
You know what it is?
I don't
It's
think that's
jock,
true.
nerd, bully shit, and
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about it. One time I saw you try to catch something, and it was hilarious to me.
And now this is the whole
rest of it.
thing.
But you can't fake what happened that day. You don't have it.
dude, you got knocked out by a tree.
I did.
And had to go lay
Did we talk
down
about that on the podcast?
because you walked face first into a tree.
Weren't we on our way to a movie?
So like,
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I was high, though.
shit be happening.
I was
Anyway,
high.
I said that.
He's
I,
drunk a lot.
Bleed out.
You
I
said he's drunk a blot. He has drunk a
I
blot
also
too.
farted in the middle of that too.
I said that to Amber, and she goes, which I thought was very astute of her. She's like, yeah, I think it's just because like with Corey, he's just like so fucking like stupid and stuff all the time that like the way he moves and everything, like you just like expect him to just do that shit. So like he does
That was
it,
pretty perfect.
He does it, and you just don't even like think about it.
But
You're like,
like
of
you,
course
Trey-
he did it, but you're like smart and stuff, so it's like weird. But like when Corey does it, everybody's like, yeah, Corey's just
Why
being-
wouldn't he have face planted into that wall? That fucking lard ass. Why wouldn't he have? Of course.
I wasn't going to put it out there like that, but that is actually what she
Call a
said.
spade a spade,
What
motherfucker.
she said-
Why don't you do it?
she
Be
said-
brave like my wife.
What she said was, I feel like Corey's just like so all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
that you just expect it.
Yeah.
If you want to break it down semantically, this is how I
Break it
genuinely
down.
feel.
I was just watching wrestling. I'm sorry.
Absolutely am probably what you would call spatially stupid, for sure.
You're
like walking
you're
into
stupid
stuff,
in
like-
space.
Like, yes, like walking into a tree limb.
Yeah.
Like,
And, but when I say physically stupid, I mean you can't get your body to do what you want it to do.
Yeah, look at it.
I know.
It's all gangly
I know.
and floppy and
Exactly.
fucking out of
Yes,
proportion and shit.
That, and then
You try getting this thing under control,
right,
man.
right.
God
I'm
damn.
That's fair.
Stupid.
That's fair. And yes, that's where I was
I'm
going.
just dumb.
Yeah, very delayed there.
Yeah,
You saw
we're
it coming.
specifically dumb, but we got just these random gaps in our knowledge.
Corey,
Corey,
he's blanket dumb.
Corey
He's
fills the
blank
gap.
across the board dumb.
Just dumb and very balanced dumb. If Madden,
He's a real five-tool dumbass. He's
blue chip. over here. Let me tell you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was wrong.
Yeah,
That was wrong. I was being defensive, and I said a terrible thing.
for the second time.
What'd you say?
I said the R word. I shouldn't have said it.
Oh.
That's the fourth time it's been said in the last 5 minutes.
Only twice by me.
You
Yeah.
quoted Amber.
Yeah,
That's
right.
different.
I'm absolved.
Yeah.
I was quoting a person.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's on me. I'm literally
It's
taking
funny
the
because
money.
Corey
And he
I,
made
I-
you.
and I do it too.
He made you.
I feel like most comics.
He knew what she said, and he was like, hey.
He told me, he's like, won't you be brave, motherfucker? Just say it, goddammit. Say it. Say what she said.
Say what my wife said to me when I wasn't even there, which makes it somehow worse.
Say my wife calls me behind closed doors. Tell the world.
But Corey does this thing, and again, I think most comedians do a version of this where like he'll like say a terrible thing as someone else or whatever.
Yeah.
but not a real not I don't mean repeat
An actual-
it,
yeah,
not
do a character,
repeating
do a
a
character.
thing
A
that
character.
someone said.
Yeah.
And then if you say something like oh whew, that was rough or whatever, and then his defense is like, I was quoting.
Yeah.
I was
That wasn't
quoting
me.
this other person. It's like,
wasn't me.
that was not even a real person.
Yeah, you made that guy up.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So you can
I
say
didn't
that.
say it.
It's
He
char-
said it.
What's character work?
I hear
That is
you.
character work. Leonardo DiCaprio said the N word in Django. I don't think he said that shit.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yes.
I don't. I genuinely don't believe he said that.
Right,
I
and also,
believe-
if you're going to do a movie about a slave owner,
yes,
and then
I
you
say,
leave it out, that's weird.
I do believe that the orchestrator of the Mandingo fight said that.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't believe that was Leonardo DiCaprio.
And
When
that's
I
exactly
heard-
what it is when you're sitting around a bonfire and you say a bunch of terrible shit while acting like, a guy from Boston or whatever.
when I heard
100%.
Yeah.
Mandingo, 8 Mall Baby. That's how it is.
when I heard the Shane Gillis thing before, not heard him say it, heard about it, I literally thought that's what had happened. I was like, oh, so that dude said that someone in the 1600s said,
Yeah.
let all the live in Chinatown.
Yeah, and it
someone
was.
did say that.
Right.
But then I went back and I was like, oh, no, he said that.
Yeah, just a bad
that
bit.
was him.
That's not a good bit. Yeah, it's not a good bit. Well, boys, we got a show in an hour, and I'd like to get down there and go ahead and get a drink. We're in Phoenix at Stand Up Live. By the time this podcast comes out, we will be on a little break. But then immediately after that, if I'm not wrong, we're going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then Charleston, South Carolina. And then after that, we only have
Denver.
We have Denver.
And then big shows.
Big shows. WellRED
Zany.
at Zany's, our Christmas spectacular.
That's right. A very well-read Christmas.
A very well-read Christmas.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, look for some
Married, jolly,
Look for some
all
new
that.
promo materials on that because we're going to throw.
We're
some
going to get Yule as fuck.
Yeah, so
in that
Yule.
motherfucker.
We'll
So
get
you'll-
y'all, we'll get y'all,
That is-
we'll get all that
That
shit.
is December 19th through the 22nd. Those shows
Deck
always sell
the
out.
y'alls, let's do some Molly. Fa la 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 la.
God damn it.
No, I thought I had
I thought you had
I knew
it
you
too.
didn't
I
'cause you
believed.
hesitated and
I
you never
believed.
hesitate.
I never hesitate. No, hell no, not with a fart.
Yeah.
So 19th through
and
the
I thought if you
22nd,
squeezed any harder, you was going to shit yourself.
you can get those tickets at WellRED. You can get those tickets at wellredcomedy.com, WellRED comedy.com.
Do you remember Joe Dirt? My favorite line, I think, is, if you seen my girlfriend, you'd shit yourself.
yeah. Mine is it's the sequence of events when he goes, hey, you done with that apple core? And he farts. He goes, done with that fart? You want that? And he goes, nah, maybe if it came out of Charlene Tilton's ass, I'd take a bite. You know what I'm saying?
I think mine is, oh yeah? Is this queer? Is this queer?
These queer? They're both straight and looking for chickies.
Talking to the mic. It's hot and it
They
don't
don't like
feedback.
feedback.
Got
Don't
a
like
backup
feedback.
mic right here.
That movie.
You live in a boiler room?
You know-
Yeah, I got a few
You
prices.
know what we need to do for a bonus episode? Because I don't want to do it for a regular episode because it won't hit for
Just
some
do
people.
like a Mystery Science Theater thing of that movie.
Oh, my
and
God.
Followed by a watch along. Let's do a
Dude,
whole fucking
That's
huge.
what I mean by that.
Yeah, oh, is that what they do?
I
Mystery
didn't
Science
tell y'all
Theater,
this.
where they sit the robot sitting in the front row watching them old. You know what Mystery
Yeah.
Science Theater is?
What?
I knew what it
It had
is, but I never
science in it,
fucking,
so you didn't fuck
yeah,
with it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew what it was, but I never really fucked with it.
Yeah, no, a watch along. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's a great idea.
I did
Yeah.
that fucking YouTube thing the other day. I went to YouTube and shot this thing. It was rednecks
We
and
get
rappers.
it. You went to YouTube.
Yeah, it was horrible. I was much older than I was when I went to work out.
Oh,
this
speaking
morning.
of which, we're on YouTube, by the way, so I've already done that promo. Go to youtube.com/WellRED Comedy, and you can watch these episodes. Go ahead.
The idea of the show was like this gimmicky thing, like rappers versus rednecks. It was like a trivia thing. They asked rednecks questions about rappers. They asked rappers questions about rednecks. Joe Dirt came up, and then the director, it's a very produced show. He's like, all right, y'all just give us some quotes from Joe Dirt, some of your favorite quotes, and then we might be able to use this to some part. I did, but me and the other kid, he was from Clinton, was like, he's also a redneck. We were doing quotes, and every time we get halfway through a quote, we'd be like, oh, you can't use this one, can you? Oh, you can't use the one that... Every single one.
Yeah.
Except for... No, there were a few.
I was going to say, there's still a good amount.
Yes, but he was like, what are your favorite ones? And then the rednecks just stepped up, and without even realizing it, me and him both started doing ones that had words like queer in it or whatever.
Yeah.
We were like, it was a different time. I don't know, man.
It was a different time.
Yeah, I mean, it hit.
Yeah.
Too.
Back where they outlawed the hits.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get the fuck out of here and go do this show. Come see us on the road. Come see us on the road. WellREDcomedy.com.
Follow Into the Biscuit. Me and DJ Lewis, the Gutter Bumpkin, got a new podcast. Corey and Trey will both be featured on it.
Also, Trey just started a new series. What are you doing on the Facebooks and the YouTubes?
Oh, well, I mean, it ain't. We're just about to start filming it, but yeah.
I meant the stuff that you've currently been doing, the Fox News stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing a Fox News watch-along every day of the week.
Yeah.
Because I don't value my sanity. So, yeah, check that
Check
out.
that
It's
out.
called Bubble Busting.
There you go.
Into the Biscuit, INTOTHEBISCUIT on Twitter and Instagram.
And I can't stress enough, please go join, subscribe to youtube.com/wellread comedy. We're putting up old podcast clips like the best of. We're also, every single new episode is going to be broadcast in its entirety. So check that out. Share with your friends. Love you. And, Gucci.
One, two, three, four. Mercy, mercy, fart on me. That's the way that love should be, baby. You're the only one I see. So mercy, mercy, fart on me. Everybody now. Mercy, mercy, fart on me. That's the way that love should be, baby. You're the only one I see. So mercy, mercy, fart on me. Why don't you fart on me? Oh, come on now, good Lord.
I'd overdone it there at the end there, Billy.
Just gotta always have the last damn word, don't he?
Can we take it from the top one more time? I believe I can fart better than that.